Hello, welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and if this sign is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And I really want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you. And if this particular reading resonates with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel. Without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to my beautiful turtle with a new name. Ta-da! This is Woody. All right, and yes, he won the vote, and that is super cool. I am looking so forward to keeping Woody on the table with a fabulous name. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get busy. So Taurus, yeah, indeed, we're going to talk about October right now. We're going to do the full overview, which is going to have 5 weeks in it. So it's going to have 5 columns and 3 rows. Where you are, what's blocking, what your solution is, like always. And let's go ahead and light the candle first. And then let me tell you a little story about the candle. What we have here is a chakra candle. So it's got all the chakras represented, and it's called Sri Yantra. It's cool, right? It's very pretty, has good vibes, and no smell. Just to be clear, no smell. There we go. I got flames. Fire. Fire's cool. Okay, so we're going to put the candle down over here. And yes, Taurus, let's go ahead and talk about the messages I have from my better angels. We're going to be understanding that this month of October, there are going to be little things that niggle at us, that like a little gnat. Make us a little crazy. They're not going to be a big deal, but they're going to feel like huge deals. And I want you to take the idea of looking at that individual little thing that's bugging you and the person who's doing it. And instead of punching them in the head, I want you to imagine for yourself a story that helps you feel like they can't help it right now. You know, whatever's going on, if you have to come up with a story that somebody in their life passed away, or that they're just completely out of sorts, that they just can't even stop themselves from doing that thing, I want you to do it because I think it will help you. It isn't intended to make them into something they're not. It is important that you understand that this is a trick for yourself to let you let go of it, because the more you get upset about it, the more it steals your time, your energy, your life force, all of that. And we want you to let it go. We want you to just step into the solution, whether that's your neighbor whose dog keeps pooping in your yard. You just go pick it up and get rid of it, and then it's done. You don't gotta think about it no more. Ta-da! And think of it as you're doing them a solid, because you know it's not the person's fault, more it's the dog's fault. And of course, the person who's not cleaning up after them, they might have something else on their mind and never noticed. So whatever you come up with will work. Just do your best to give yourself a break so that you can appreciate that you're helping them out in some way. Does that make sense? So you end up with a pat on the back, and they're in a concerned space, right? The next thing you want to know for the month of October is that we are needing to get on point with our projects. Make them small enough projects that we can start them and finish them. Okay, we want to start and complete projects. We don't want to have anything like floating around half done in the month of October. It's not going to work. So do what you can, make things manageable and complete, right? Start, work, complete. So there's all the beautiful things about being able to brag about it when it's done. There's also that wonderful feeling of completion and just less stress. And I want you to sort of embrace those things, okay? Cool. With those messages out there, I want to remember to tell you how much I appreciate all of you and your likes, shares, and subscribes. It matters so much to me. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. It's exciting. I know I'm an itty-bitty channel. That's what's going on here. So everybody matters. And I do appreciate the one and the all of you. And let's go ahead and look at the cards. All right, we need a guiding card for the month, don't we? So what we have here is Mythic Tarot is back in play. We have used this deck before, and we're going to use it again. Oh, wait. Pardon me. Pardon me. That's going to be our mystery card. What was I thinking? Oh, my goodness. All right. So our guiding card is a brand new deck called the Embroidered Forest Tarot. I think you'll like it. So we're going to grab a card from here. I got ahead of myself, didn't I? And there's your card right there. So for the entire month, we will be referencing this one card and talking about it. Ooh, you got the Strength card. All right. So this is the Strength card. It's showing, all right, let's do this. There you go. Very beautiful. We have the Strength card. It has the deer and the owl. Very cool. Cohabitating when they don't normally. All right. So these were embroidered, which is a embroidered art, which is super cool. Taurus, you're going beyond your limiting beliefs this month. Every time you tell yourself, oh, I don't think I can, or I don't think I should, the answer is yes, you can, yes, you should. Anything or anyone who ever told you you can't do that needs to be put out of your mind, because they don't know you. They don't know you. Hell, sometimes you don't know you, and you put limits on yourself. And that's a big no-no. And we grow out of our limits, right? Just as much as we grew out of other things. So pay attention to what you're growing out of this month of October and see where it takes you, all right? Very cool. I'm going to set that one right here. It'll watch over us. Ta-da! Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and get a mystery card for you. This is a card that we will look at the end of the reading. It will hopefully help clarify or offer new insights. This is where it is. This is that one. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be a helpful card. It will clarify the story. It will help take care of anything that wasn't quite understood at the time. I'm going to set these ones over here. This is that Mythic Tarot. We've used it before, and it's back. Ta-da! So that card waits there, and let's go ahead and use this Tempest deck to do the full overview. All right. So we are going to have 5 columns, like we always do, and 3 rows. So that'll be fun. All right, so then, let's see what's going on here. All right. So we are, of course, going to go in depth on the very first week of this reading. This is of course, September 28th through the 4th right here. We'll go in depth on this at the end of this reading. Okay, but we're going to do the full overview first of all the weeks, and then we'll go back. All right? Cool. So let's do this. September 28th through the 4th, we have the Two of Wands. There's a doorway opening for you, Taurus. Taurus, you are having an opportunity to walk through a gateway, step in a new way, see things in a new way, maybe a new project, a new job, a new area, a new opportunity, a new hobby. Whatever you're doing, it's an opportunity, and I really love it for you because you've earned it. Right? So you have this thing coming up, and you'll be able to walk through the doorway and enter into a new situation, all right? You're not going to be able to share from your heart at this time. This isn't about you being emotionally available at this time. So put your emotions on the back burner. They are not important this particular week. They will impede you as you walk through the door, okay? So keep that in check. Now, the Six of Wands is about you sharing your ideas, teaching people what they need to know, sharing your ideas. This is definitely something you need to do. So you're going to walk you through the door, and you're going to give them all your knowledge and information, and they're all going to be like, ooh, that person knows their shit. Awesome. So I love this for you. It isn't an emotional week for you. It's all about walking in and knowing your stuff and then sharing it. But boom, very nice. Now then, the next week over is the 5th through the 11th of October. This is the Page of Pentacles, which is talking about how there's new information about ways to make more money coming to you at this time. Super cool, love that. And of course, who's blocking you? The Queen of Cups, an emotionally based feminine energy person who will be speaking to you from their feelings place. I feel like this, I feel like that. I feel like it didn't go my way, or I feel like you're not hearing me. So this person is definitely going to have some stuff to say, and they'll be emotional, which is funny because they can be emotional. Well, you can't. At least the week before you couldn't. So just sort of listen if you can. It doesn't mean it'll help you or get you where you want to go. But once you've heard them, you're going to be able to rally the troops and get things done, okay? Get your people together and get things done. You don't know what you're doing, you know how you're going to do it, and you know how it's going to work, all right? It's going to be beautiful. I love it. All right. Let's talk now about the next week over, which is, of course, the 12th through the 18th. We have the Knight of Wands. This is you needing to fight for your ideas. This particular week, now you need to fight for what you want, all right? So stand up for yourself. Stand up for your idea. Let people know the ins and the outs of the idea, and if you need to show comparison shopping concepts to help get people won over because of the money, then do that, okay? Show them that you're already making concessions financially to have your idea work, and you've already made it as inexpensive as possible while maintaining the quality, all right? Cool. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is here talking about new information about things that you care about, or that you will care about, that is going to be getting in the way of what you're doing now. This could be new information about a family member or other people that you care about that you're like, oh, this is, it's going to stop me from dealing with my idea, okay? So think it through, take in the information. Maybe you'll just make a note of it and get to it, or maybe it's something where you have to say, look, I can't do any of this, I got to go do this. We'll see, all right? The Hermit. The Hermit is here to say, all it really does is make you say, look, I need a minute, okay? Whatever this information is, it's put you in a very odd position mentally and emotionally, and you need a minute, okay? So take time out if you need a minute, okay? Maybe something happened and you need to take a minute. You're allowed to be a human being with feelings, and it's okay for you to have them. I understand if you need to step away so you can have them and then come back stronger. Do what you got to do, but make space for yourself to be on your own if you need it, so you can do your feelings and then come back if you need to, okay? Cool. Now then, next week over is the 19th through the 25th, the Death card. This is all about you releasing something that doesn't work for you anymore. You could be letting something go that isn't happening anymore. This could be physical stuff, a way of thinking, a relationship, or even a job. Okay, whatever it is, you're going to let it go so you can grow. This is all about a growing situation. So, awesome. As you release, you will grow. All right, that's the key with the Death card, always. I gotta grow. See ya. Right? I gotta grow. Bye-bye. I gotta grow. Okay? Whatever that is, it's going to be okay. The Two of Cups is in the block department, so you'll have a relationship person or a partner in a situation who may be sitting around here going, I don't think it's time for you to let that go yet. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And you're like, maybe it is. So you're going to be in opposition with your partner in the moment. So as you're making your decision about what to do, like looking at that thing that's been bugging you in the house, you're like already dragging this thing outside. Like, what are you doing with Aunt Frida's desk? What are you doing? Like, right? It's in the way of me doing the thing I need to do. Well, you're not supposed to just throw it away. It's a tough one, right? So be aware of that. Pay attention to what that is. And be prepared, okay? So it will be a project, and it will be a thing that there will be a bit of a moment between you and your partner, work partner, life partner, relationship, da-da-da-da-da. somebody close to you in your life is going to be like, what are you doing? Like, and you'll feel like you got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Okay, that's just the feeling that goes with that. And now we have new information about ways to manifest more power. Okay, so you are going to get the information you need at this time as you release this stuff to feel more empowered and feel ready to go. And you're going to have a better reasoning for why you got to do what you got to do. Look, it's a tic-tac-toe of information. Blocked. Where you are and your solution. Da-da-da. Anyway, sorry, it means nothing, I promise. But it was cute to look at because they're all mermaids. So, final week of October is the 26th of October through November 1st. Ace of Pentacles. There will be the gift of finance coming your way. You will be making more money. You'll be getting a raise. You'll be getting extra something going on here. It could be an overpaid bill. Could be 20 bucks you find on the ground. So you could be finding money. There's something about this is a surplus of finance, which is super cool. Okay? Just be aware of it. Pay attention to what that is for you and say thank you, right? Thank you. As it comes to you, it will help a lot. Next card down is what's blocking you for this week. Getting people to help you at this time is going to be difficult. It's going to be really hard to win people over to your way of thinking. They're just not having it, okay? So maybe this week isn't the day to try and sell your idea. Put that on the back burner, and maybe next week, okay? Just don't even try. It's not going to work. So you'll be putting out a lot of effort for nothing. And that's no fun, now is it? No, it's not. All right, so the thing that you need to realize is that you got the raise, you got the money, you got the whatever, and now you finally have enough money to take care of yourself and a little extra to play with, okay? So just be cautious and careful with it. Don't float it around and don't make a big deal out of it, especially if this is like a budget thing. Maybe your job got a new budget and you got more money in your budget, and you're like, okay, cool. So, but don't talk about it, right? This is about the let's do what we got to do, but keep it under our hat that we have the extra budget. Because if you talk about it, it gets other people get disgruntled, right? Not that they didn't already get their own budgets that were either better or whatever. You know, it's just going to be interesting, all right? So pay attention to how that goes and see what it's like, all right? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save these cards off to one side. All right. And we're going to put them up here this time because it's just a simpler spot for this many cards. And I'm less likely to smear them around a lot, which is something that happens sometimes. And I just don't feel like doing that. So we'll put them here and actually push them up a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Now we'll go ahead with the very first week of October, September 28th through October 4th. Now then, this is going to be Tarot of the Abyss. We're going to use this deck to go a little deeper on this reading and get more information, all right? So, let's see what we have here, Taurus. We talked about the doorway opening. Ooh, opportunities, things to do. We're going through. We're going to make something happen. You worked for this doorway. This wasn't an accident. You worked for it. You paid attention. You applied yourself to the situation. And yeah, no, the Nine of Swords is here, for goodness sakes. You're reluctant to take charge of a situation because people are acting a little funny about the whole thing. You know you can do it. You know you've done it in the past. And you're like, should I put my hand in? I'm like, the answer is yes, please do. It will help a lot. I want you to definitely step up. All your past experience makes you better qualified, even if you had crap experiences, okay? So just step in, step up, do the thing, okay? Now, Two of Pentacles is all about keeping your finances balanced. Don't spend over what you need to at this time. Do everything as budgety as you possibly can, because the more you can save and still get a good quality product, the better at this time, okay? It's going to be important. People are watching. It's a big deal. Now then, we talked about not being overly emotional at this time. Being overly emotional will block you in this situation. We don't want you to share too many feelings. People won't get happy about that. They won't feel excited if you get overly emotional. So don't share your feelings at this time. Whether you're running around skipping and jumping because you're so happy. Nobody wants to see that, because they're not. And if you're sad and upset and crying, nobody wants to see that either. So it's a very non-emotional space you're in, so just bear with yourself, okay? Go out to your car, do what you got to do, and then come back, all right? The Emperor showing that you're not building a foundation here. This isn't something that is going to continue on and on forever and ever. It's just something that's going on, okay? So you're not building like a brand new career situation. This is a door that opened for an opportunity. It's something you'll be able to add to your resume. It isn't something that's going to be a new career, okay? Just keep that in mind. And it isn't time for you to check your dreams and goals or make this like, ooh, this is super special, blah, 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 blah. Nope, it's not super special. It is not your dream and goal to do what you're doing here. It is something you will add to the list of things that you can do to make yourself more hireable, but it is absolutely not something else, right? So don't get too overexcited about it. It's okay. This card here is talking about your solution, and your solution is to come in through the door with all your knowledge and understanding, and share it. Share what you know, share what you understand, help people get where they need to get to, teach them what they need to know. It's going to be a beautiful opportunity. I think you're going to have a good time with that. There will be a celebration in the process. All of this is going to be celebrated. It's going to be beautiful because everyone's like, yes, we finally got this thing going on. We have the right people doing the right things. It's going to be amazing. Even if you're just going in as a consultant, which is what it's starting to feel like. It's like, yeah, I get to come in. I get to be a consultant. I get to tell them everybody what they need to know, how to do this, da-da-da-da-da-da, and then I get to walk away. We break the champagne, we do our thing, and then we're out, okay? You will celebrate the opportunity, and it's going to be okay. It's going to give you a big idea because you've seen it a lot of different things and you've done a lot of different things. Heck, you could probably go from place to place and share this thing like you just did here with other people, and have it be, you know, this is the bubble of bloop, whatever it is that you do, right? I have a beginner's playbook for this, bloop. And all you got to do is this, this, and this, and do this, this, and this, and then you're set. Let's go. Boop. And then you're like, what? That was too easy. It can be. It doesn't have to be difficult, all right? So keep in mind that this is going to give you a big idea. This experience is going to give you a big idea. And I think it's very cool that you will have this brilliant inspiration that comes to you, and you'll want to do something more with it that has something less to do with what you actually did right here, okay? But it's good. I think it's going to be kind of cool. You're going to create an idea about, oh, what I just did for them, I can like do that for a bunch of people. Very nice. I love it. So let's get you one of these beautiful, wonderful moon oracle, Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. Yes, it's a lot of words to say, moon oracle, but yes, I'm going to go with it. And let's see what we have for you, Taurus, for this particular week. This is a closing card for you. We call it a closing card, and then we have a mystery card, so it's interesting. We're just all over the place now, aren't we? We get a lot of cards, that's all. And I like more cards, so there we go. All right, what do we get? Manifest. Well, yes, hello. Yes, indeed, you're manifesting the crap out of this particular week, okay? So you're just doing it. You're just in a doing phase, doing what you need to do. This is very exciting for you, and I really like it. I think you're going to have a good time with it, and awesome. Good for you. Well done. All right, so next card over here is your mystery card from the Mythic Tarot. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. A marriage of ideas. Yes, you are having a marriage of ideas. You had this brilliant Ace of Wands come up. And now you have the Four of Wands. It's you building a foundation of ideas out of this brilliant little experience. And the inspiration is coming too, and creating a really nice foundation. I feel like you're going to walk away going, huh, I can make this thing like the big playbook on how to do this, this, and this. And now I can go teach my knowledge, share my knowledge with other people who want to do this one thing. And they don't, and you don't have to stay long, and you don't have to do much, but you can get paid a certain amount to do that, and then you're good, right? I like it. I like the idea. Carry on. All right, Taurus, you can bottle this and sell it. It's good, and obviously they won't need very much of it, but you'll leave a copy of the book. Dun, 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 or maybe not. Maybe that's the whole thing. But if they're buying the book, then presto changeo, you can walk away. All right? So anyway, let's go ahead and get you a pocket full of rocks. All right. We have goldstone, we have green apatite, and we have amethyst. All right. So goldstone is a second chakra stone, and it's all about physically doing the work to make things happen and being very proactive. So I love this stone for you. You're very proactive already. This is not an accident. You're a doer, and you're going to be using this beautiful stone in your pocket to help you keep busy doing what you got to do. Make sure you get things done. Well done. Green apatite is a third chakra stone, and it's going to be helping you heal some things going on in your third chakra, which is where I was taught we keep our emotions, our feelings, and our memories. So when all those three things are stored in there and they start doing weird, funny things and having us have feelings and emotions, like we said, nobody wants to hear about your feelings, but you're going to go through all your stuff and you're going to heal yourself and your emotions so that they're not causing you too much trouble, okay? This stone here in your pocket will help you keep that kind of under wraps and handling itself, okay? So that you are in the process of healing those feelings even as you're doing the right things, sharing your ideas, and being heard and appreciated. Being heard and appreciated can be a really beautiful elixir for our feelings, right? So you get appreciated for what you know and what you share, and that kind of changes you and helps your feelings feel better, right? Very nice. This card here, this stone here is amethyst. It is a 6th chakra stone for your third eye, and it's helping you see right here, right now, who you are, what you're doing here, and it's giving you a good connection when you meditate with it, with your guides and angels, for what you can do in a very practical fashion for what's going on in the immediate moments, okay? So it's a right here, right now, in this moment kind of stone. I hope you will meditate with it, and it will help you see what you need to see. All right, so these are your stones. Taurus, what can I say? You've had quite a week. Lots of things. A little transition. There was a little funny transition from walking in, ready to take over and do your thing, to, okay, let me just share my information and feel like, okay, now I've done the help that I promised I would do, and I'm going to step away and do whatever you need to do, which is super cool. And I love that for you, because now you're inspired. You've got a plan. You're like, okay, cool. I could actually do this. This is cool. Because maybe they told you you're not really staying very long. You're only going to stay for the week. You're going to do what you need to do, tell us what we need to know, and then you're off. We're going to do the rest. You're like, okay, as you wish. So it's good. I think that there's a lot happening here that's actually going to give you inspiration for what's possible in other areas. So it doesn't always have to be a long job to be a good job, okay? So that's cool. And let's realize, of course, if you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed to the channel yet, that would really help. I'm almost at 1,000. What? And you can help. Thank you. But if you haven't looked in the description box below, you're missing so much good stuff. There is some really great stuff down there. All the decks that I'm using are listed so that you can go ahead and go on Etsy or Amazon and get them. Ta-da! And of course, if you want to come out to see me at a Renaissance fair and see me in person, you can go down and find my calendar. You'll see where I'll be, when I'll be. Go ahead and check out the names of those fairs online. You'll be able to buy tickets and come on out. Yay! If you can't do that, though, that is perfectly all right. And indeed, if you want to do something else where you just get a private reading over the phone, there's a link for that, okay? So I appreciate the one and the all of you. I would love to be here for you in as many ways as I possibly can. That's what I'm trying to do here and help you see what's coming for the week ahead. All right? So, yeah, next week is going to be the 5th to the 11th. I'll see you next week and we'll talk about it. All right? Thanks so much.